Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's long list of royal wedding blunders from tiara-gate to the divorcee's too white wedding dress. Many brides or grooms preparing to walk down the aisle know that it can be a stressful affair. From the laborious task of picking a venue to disagreements over the guest list, families will often find themselves at loggerheads during the planning process for their big day. However, on that sunny Saturday in May 2018, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding appeared to be a picture-perfect affair. The royal family looked more united than ever, and the newly minted Duke and Duchess of Sussex were joined by all the leading members of the royal family who gathered to celebrate their marriage. Prince William was best man, and Prince Charles even walked Meghan down the aisle. But behind these idyllic scenes, tensions were running high within the firm, and a number of blunders suggest preparations for the ceremony were more chaotic than first meets the eye. From Meghan's arguments over which tiara she could wear to questions over Harry's treatment of staff, the bride and groom's ambitious plans for the event were at the center of the conflicts. While preparing for the big day, it is customary for royal brides to pick out a tiara from the palace's extensive collection to wear as they walk down the aisle, with the monarch having the final say on the choice of headwear. However, this seemingly minor task blew up into a big bust-up between the soon-to-be Duchess of Sussex and Angela Kelly, the late Queen Elizabeth's personal advisor for her wardrobe, according to royal writer Tom Bower. Meghan alighted on a tiara sparkling with emeralds. Her choice was approved by Harry. Kelly suggested that its Russian origin made it unsuitable. Bowers wrote in his biography Revenge, which documents Harry and Meghan's fallout with the royal family. Harry reportedly became angry with Kelly, leading to the prince receiving a dressing down from his grandmother. During the meeting, Harry was put firmly in his place and warned by the Queen that Meghan cannot have whatever she wants. "She gets what tiara she's given by me," the Times reported. Meghan eventually opted to wear Queen Mary's diamond bandeau, but this was not the end of the tiara-related drama. During wedding rehearsals, Meghan asked that the tiara be taken out of storage so her hairdresser, who had flown from New York, could work around the £2 million headwear. The request was refused on the grounds that permission was needed from the Queen herself. Harry once again became angry with Kelly and reportedly told her, "What Meghan wants, Meghan gets. That Meghan's too white wedding dress." What Meghan wants, Meghan gets was certainly the case when it came to her choice of wedding dress, more specifically the color of her outfit. The city girl turned Duchess wore a Audrey Hepburn-inspired floor-length gown crafted by French fashion house Givenchy and Claire Waite Keller. Their first female artistic director. It featured long sleeves and a bateau neckline, which was a nod to the iconic Givenchy dress in the 1957 movie Funny Face, and cost £100,000. While it was a truly beautiful wedding gown, Meghan's choice of color raised some eyebrows within the family. The late Queen in particular allegedly took issue with divorcee Meghan's crisp white dress. Ingrid Seward, one of the most prominent and respected writers on the British royal family, discussed the nuptials in her book, My Mother and I. The royal biographer wrote, "The Queen never voiced her true opinions except to her close confidants, such as Lady Elizabeth Anson, or Liza as she was known to her friends. She told me that the Queen had made only one remark about Meghan and Harry's wedding, and that was that Meghan's Givenchy wedding gown was too white. In the monarch's view, it was not appropriate for a divorcee getting remarried in church to look quite so flamboyantly virginal," Seward added. Meghan had previously been married to Hollywood film producer Trevor Engelson between 2011 and 2014. Traditionally, divorced brides are expected to forego the white dress and opt for a different colored dress. It is a custom that previously married royals have often respected. Queen Camilla, who had previously been married to Andrew Parker Bowles between 1973 and 1995, stuck with tradition and opted not to wear white for the blessing for her wedding to Charles in 2005. She instead wore a floor-length embroidered pale blue and gold coat over a matching chiffon dress. Likewise, when the twice-divorced Wallis Simpson married King Edward VIII in 1937, she wore a pale blue dress. Meghan's decision to wear a veil. Like her choice to wear a white dress, Meghan's decision to don a veil, for the big day also ruffled some feathers among the royal family. The practice of brides wearing veils is said to go back to ancient Greeks and Romans, who wore them to disguise themselves from any evil spirits who wanted to stand in the way of their happiness. Over the centuries, many cultures have embraced the garment, and it is now often associated with aspects of bridal virtues such as modesty and chastity. But despite this being her second walk down the aisle, Meghan wore a 16-feet-long veil trimmed with lace depicting flora from each of the 53 Commonwealth countries. Once again the Queen questioned why the divorcee Meghan needed to wear such traditional wedding attire. Royal author Tom Bower claimed Her Majesty raised her concerns in his 2022 book Revenge, writing, "The Queen also questioned why Meghan needed a veil for the wedding, given it was to be her second marriage." Prince Harry's behavior. It wasn't only Meghan who caused drama in the run-up to May 19, 2018, with Prince Harry having his fair share of run-ins with royal staff. Ingrid Seward, author of My Mother and I, has claimed that Harry's behavior was already ruffling feathers before the wedding, with none other than the Queen. According to Seward, Lady Elizabeth Anson, Queen Elizabeth's cousin and close friend, said that the monarch was dismayed by Harry's high-handed attitude before and after the wedding. Tensions reached a high point during the aforementioned tiara-gate. While it is unclear what behavior this allegation is about, in 2020 it was reported that the Queen scolded Harry after he shouted at the Queen's dresser who was unable to meet Meghan's sudden demand to visit Buckingham Palace with her hairdresser to try on her wedding day tiara. Earlier this week, Mail Online exclusively revealed that the late Queen apparently confided in her first cousin that Harry was rude to her for 10 minutes in one meeting and that Meghan and William and Kate were not working well together, adding that it was particularly the two girls who didn't get on. The jury was out on whether the Queen really liked her grandson's then bride-to-be, and she felt left out of the planning for the wedding by Harry, who tried to patch up their relationship in the weeks before walking down the aisle.